Hi there, welcome. Christine Weber. This is my weekly live stream, which I usually do on Wednesdays at 11. But I've been out of town studying yoga, which is always a fun way to go out of town. And so I'm back this week, and I thought I would just pop on today and say hey and show you a couple of things. I want to talk about energy, getting more energy from your asana practice in like a very low risk and high return kind of way. One of my students said that the other day. Yoga is a low risk, high yielding practice. I was like, that's such a great way of putting it. If you're doing it in a way that's actually low risk and high yielding. So I'd like to show you how to do that today. First, though, let me just say I've got a free webinar coming up on it's about neuroscience. It's coming up on Monday and Wednesday. So you can join Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern or Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Check out, use a time converter if you're not in Eastern US time. The recordings will be available till June 30th if you sign up. So I'll put a link in the comments here after I finish. Okay. So today I want to talk about making energy or creating more nourishing energy with your practice. It's very important to understand that energy and caffeine are not the same thing, right? So I always tell people, like, think about it like soup instead of coffee. Like it's like nourishing, or kitchery, it's like a nourishing bowl of something healthy for you, not a cup of coffee. And there's nothing wrong with coffee, by the way. Sometimes people need stimulation, but stimulation tends to burn you out, whereas nourishing practice, and you can do that with yoga too, right? Like, what do you think Kapalabhati is? It's stimulating your nervous system, which sometimes is okay, but a lot of people are completely overstimulated in our culture. Have you noticed? Do you ever feel like that? Too many screens, too much going on, too much information being thrown at us all the time. So nourishing energy needs to be distinguished from stimulating energy. They are different things. And there's different ways of approaching them with yoga. So we do use the inhale to create more of a Brahmana effect, more of a uplifting, nourishing effect, right? And one of the ways you can do that is by just focusing on inhaling here and here, so you're up, so chest and back expanding at the same time on your inhale. The end of your inhale goes down to your belly. That in and of itself is an incredibly nourishing way to breathe. And you use it on any kind of asana, right? So where your arms go up, not any kind of, most kind of asanas, but anywhere your arms go up, especially. So let's just do mountain pose. Inhale the arms up. Fill up, fill up, fill up. Let your belly go. Let your belly be loose. And then exhale from your belly all the way up to your throat. And then the arms slid down. So try that again. So you're going to inhale here and here. Arms go up. And then on the exhale, use your belly. Float back down. So that in and of itself, that's called structural breath. And that in and of itself is very nourishing. Just from those two breaths, you feel it maybe. Now I'm going to show you a way to do it with something called krama, 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 where you're moving in segments. So let's do 2 segments. Okay, so we just did inhale, arms up, exhale, arms down, right? So now I'm going to suggest, I'm going to offer that you breathe in half of your air and then pause, and then the other half of your air. At the same time, your arms are going to move halfway and then pause and then all the way. Okay, so breathe in half of the air up in here, pause, and then all of it. Pause, and then exhale down. That's krama. That's krama breathing, it's krama movement. So try it again. So inhale half of your air, arms about halfway. Pause. Inhale all of your air. Exhale all the way down. Draw the belly in. Try it one more time. Inhale half your air. Pause. All of it. Pause. Exhale down. That's an example. Now just stop for a moment and take a breath, and I'll talk just kind of notice. Now, that's an example of the myriad ways. There are so many ways you can use krama in asana practice and create a nourishing rather than stimulating effect. Stimulating effect is the way you burn out your adrenal glands. It's a way that it's too much for the system. It's like too much coffee. We already have too much coffee in our culture, most of us. So, but nourishing Brahmana is a way we build energy. So I hope that is helpful for you. Please leave a comment. I would love to hear, how it lands with you, and also any other things you want me to talk about in my videos. Again, don't forget, Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern and Wednesday at 8 p.m. I've got a free webinar. You got to sign up for it at my website. You won't get it through my website, actually. You got to sign up for it through here, the link I'm going to give you. And if you can't find the link, just send us an email, support@settleyoga.com, and we will send it back to you. If you can't make either of those times, don't worry about it. You can watch the replay. It'll be available till June 30th. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you next week. Lots of love.